And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainments with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Daniel Radcliffe film, Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Now, this is a Roku original, so it's the only way you can watch this film is on Roku. If you don't have a Roku, if you have like a Fire Stick or maybe a PlayStation or Xbox, I think there's an app for it that you can watch it there with ads. I don't know. That's how I watched it. So go figure. So the Weird Al Yankovic story. So let me first, before I talk about the film, gotta say I honestly thought, and you probably gonna laugh or think this is silly, but I honestly thought Al or Weird Al, I thought he was just a comedian. I had no idea that I seen him in movies and stuff in here, popping up here and there, and I always thought he was a stand-up comedian. I never knew he was an accordion player or he did parody songs of famous music. So I had no idea until I saw this movie. So when you watch this movie, you get the sense of, who Weird Al was as a kid, how he was very different, how he loved music, but he always wanted to make things up in his head. He wanted to take like a famous song, or maybe a Lady Gaga song or whatever it is, and change their famous song and change the lyrics. Like he did there's a song in here, Beat It, from Michael Jackson. He turned it into Eat It. So he did a couple of things like that. So when you watch this film, you see him, coming up with the ideas in his head, and he just makes the music on his accordion. So watching this film and seeing Daniel Radcliffe transform into Weird Al, I thought that stuff was great. I really thought he portrayed him really, really well. And I'm going to be completely honest, I thought this movie was awesome. Like, this movie should have been in theaters, honestly, because I can't tell if this movie is not a documentary. This is more of a parody film. It's a documentary, sure. It does tell his story, but there's some parody stuff in here that kind of makes it like, is this part two? Did this really happen? You question it when you watch this film, but it's very, very entertaining, and I thought it was very good. This might be my #1 movie so far of the year. But man, I thought all the stuff in here really worked. I thought seeing him come up with the idea for a lot of these famous music from Queen, whatever, Michael Jackson, whoever it was, and flipping the script and making it about things that he loves, whether it's breakfast cereals or, him doing something with his friends, which, by the way, normally when you get these movies of these so-called weird people, and sometimes their friends don't understand, when his friends hangs out with him, they support him from day one. And I thought that stuff was very cool, because you don't get stories like that right away. You usually get, oh yeah, this person's either he's a gay person or transgender or whatever. All their friends just drop them right cold turkey in these movies. And this movie, his friends supported him from day one, and I thought that was really cool, because you normally don't get that. Even in high school, you do get to see that a little bit. And then I was like, wow, that's very, interesting, from, that point of view, because, he was playing the accordion, and a lot of people, you don't really see a lot of people play that. And, I guess some people back in that day didn't think that's like, they referenced it as the devil's music. I don't know. I guess it was polka. I'm not really sure about certain music, about why polka, a lot of people don't like it. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I've heard polka music. Very cool. I mean, Family Matters does it all the time with Steve Urkel, but still. So I never understood that. So, but watching this film, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. But he was just very good in the accordion, and then he was a rock star with that thing. I'm talking about he makes Steve Urkel look like an amateur. Like, literally an amateur, but it was just cool to see that. And then you get some stuff in here where Madonna shows up. Yeah, Madonna is in this movie. Obviously not Madonna or Queen, but an actress playing Madonna. And I thought the chemistry between her and Daniel Radcliffe was great. Daniel Radcliffe did a really phenomenal job. And like, if you only see him as Harry Potter, you got to start watching his other movies. I'm telling you right now, Daniel Radcliffe is very, very good. He's a very good, gifted actor, and this movie just proves how good he is. You know, if he never returns to Harry Potter, that's fine. You know, but you can't just say, "Oh yeah, it's the Harry Potter guy." Is he gonna be good in anything else? I don't know. He's only good in. I only can see him in Harry Potter. Forget all that. Watch some of his other movies. Watch this movie because he's very, very good. You actually see Weird Al in him when you watch this film, and I'm talking about parody. This movie is just a parody of his life, of Weird Al's life. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if what stuff in this film is real or not real or just made up just for the fun of it, because there was some funny stuff in here, and I laughed. I had a great time watching this film. This movie was a lot of fun, a lot of heart to it. The chemistry between Danny Radcliffe and the actress who plays Madonna was great. There's a scene in here. I'm not going to spoil the scene, but there's a scene where Pablo Escobar that just had me like literally on the floor. I'm talking about hilarious. Like you see these famous actors in here and actresses being parodied off, you know, being kind of poked fun of. And it works. It all works. There's even one person who's like, I guess in Weird Al's life, called Dr. Mesmo. I probably butchered that. Who's like his very favorite radio talk show host. He gets on board with him and try to help him out, make his career take off. Because apparently Weird Al, his records go really, you know, popular because he takes famous music and then he makes it his own. And that stuff is cool because honestly, I had no idea he did any of that stuff. To me, I only saw him in a couple of TV spots, TV shows here and there, and I always thought he was a stand-up comedian. I had no idea. I thought the accordion was literally a prop. I'm sorry, I honestly thought that. But watching this thing now and then listening to his music, I'm like, wow, he makes those music sound cool. I mean, none of those musics were always awesome, especially the classic good stuff from Queen, Michael Jackson, Madonna. He takes those musics and he flips the script around it and he makes it his own. And it's just a fun little film. You know, if you have a night and you have nothing to watch, if you have Roku, pop it in, check it out. Because honestly, I had a good time with this film. I thought this movie was very fun, very entertaining. Like I said, I do wish they would have kind of, if this was, you know, if this was more of a drama, I would have been like, all right, cool. Because this movie had like the moments where, excuse me, it turns into a comedy and then it goes right into drama, back to comedy, back. It had that back and forth to it, and I was just like, whoa, slow down here a little bit. But this movie had heart. This movie had humor, drama. It had everything in it that you wanted to watch. If you never knew about his Weird Al's life, watch this film. Even if it's some of the stuff in here is stretched out, because honestly, I really do not know. Now I kind of want to see a straight up biopic of him because honestly, like I said, this movie had parody of his life in a way where you're not really sure what was true and what was not true. Did he really have a relationship with Madonna? Like honestly, I really don't know. Because honestly, like I said, not knowing what he really did in his life. I mean, obviously he's still alive, but not knowing what he really did back in those days, you know, I didn't know. You know, I didn't know he actually had chemistry with Madonna. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how true that is, but man, this movie was a lot of fun, and I might watch it again just because it was a lot of fun. Daniel Radcliffe was amazing as Weird Al. The actress who plays Madonna was great. The guy that they got to play his mentor is the guy from The Office, the tall guy with the glasses. I forgot his name. He was good, too, so I thought everybody did a really good job with this film. The only thing, like I said, I kind of wish that this movie wasn't a Roku original. But you gotta give it to Roku. They're trying to get into the game just like everybody else. Honestly, tell you the truth, I totally forgot about Roku even exists as a platform, to be honest. Because honestly, when Fire Stick came out and all the other apps, who remembers Roku? Honestly, who remembers it? But they got a good start. If they're gonna get into the game of making original content, this is a great way to start it. This was a great film. Had a lot of fun with it. This might be my #1 film right now, as of right now. I still haven't seen Babylon. I still haven't seen Avatar. Obviously, Black Panther hasn't come out yet. It comes out this week. Cannot wait to watch it. So there's still other movies out there, but right now, my number one movie right now is this film, because this movie was a lot of fun and entertainment value is just great. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie. Were you guys interested in this film? Did you guys even know about anything about Weird Al? Do you guys know about him and his real life? Did any of this stuff actually happen, or they actually just stretched out certain things in here just for entertainment value? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more, and thank you very much, and have a good day.